Right, shoot.
First of all, could you like to introduce yourself, sorry?
Yeah, sure. I'm Harry Radford and I sing in Yashin.
Kevin Miles, scream, sing, jump off things, Yashin.
First of all, why did you choose the name Yashin?
We didn't.
We didn't choose the name Yashin. It was basically our guitarist, his name's Paul Travers, and in school people called him Trev, then they started calling him Lev, then they started calling him Yashin because of the famous goalkeeper Lev Yashin. So that's how we got the name Yashin, and he had a lot of bands in the past and he just always kept the name kind of thing because he just thought it sounded cool. But we usually tell people that it means ambition in Japanese, which is bullshit. But we're in England and no one ever looks up that, so you can have either story.
How do you think the album's been received by your fans?
Yeah, the kids love it. We had so much good feedback from it when it was first released, and this is essentially the headline tour for the album, and it's the first time that we've showcased a lot of the material on it. Like, I think we felt like we had a duty to hold the Yashin fans to kind of keep playing the stuff that was on Miles' Way with Getting Closer, but Put Your Hands Where I Can See Them has been predominant on this tour, and it's become a massive part of us, and it's now started to get to the stage where we've picked up so many new fans from various tours over the years in Medina Lake and Glamour of the Kill, and these are the songs that people expect to hear. So we've had people coming up to us, we've done a couple of signings over the last few days, and we've had kids coming in and like tattoos with lyrics from the album up, and for me and Harry that's a massive thing for us.
I basically think with the album we needed to really make a progression, you know, away from the EP, and I think that we found a more mainstream, more, I don't know, I think we've just gone into our own sound, you know. Like I think loads of bands, you know, we can be compared to loads of bands, but I still think that we sound like Yashin and not anyone else kind of.
You've sold out 4 shows. I don't suspect you've sold this one out of it.
I think it's about,
Yeah, it's just
about sold out.
4 or 5 shows then. Do you think your fan base is starting to grow a bit bigger now since you first started out?
Yeah, man, definitely. I think like being on TV has really helped that. We just got some more high-profile tours as well, which always helps. But yeah, man, like this tour more than ever, we've seen the fan base grow more than ever. Like we've never been asked to do signings before. We've done like a signing in Manchester and Aberdeen and in Glasgow, and you know, there's been all the shows have been awesome. There've been a lot of kids at all, and yeah, it's been good, man.
Where's been the best place to play on this tour?
We're going to have to say the home shows are the best on this tour. Like, there are places in the UK that we've got a lot of fans and stuff like that.
Leeds was pretty incredible.
How you doing, man? Alright? What's happening?
Leeds is
Slots everywhere, man.
Leeds was an odd one because we'd never actually headlined the cockpit before, and there's 3 rooms in the cockpit, and like usually you start at room 3, then you do room 2, and then you do room 1. And we were booked for room 3, and that sold out about a month and a half in advance. Then it got upgraded to room 2, and then we sold out room 2. So that was pretty shocking to us.
So we saw you there twice.
Yeah, that was a pretty awesome show for us, man. So that was nice. But yeah, the home shows are always incredible. So.
Yeah, Dundee, Edinburgh, Glasgow, Aberdeen. It's like we're so lucky. Like being a band from Scotland, like a lot of people would consider it a handicap. That thing blows about as much hot air as you do. That's we love it. Like our fans are really patriotic and they really get behind us, and it started to spread. Like places like Cardiff did really well on this tour. London was amazing. Birmingham did really well. So it's just about making a progression, and now our next stage to advance is going to be going back to Europe again, and then we're going to hit the Emarosa tour in December. So
there's a lot of bands, and you've been tipped to be big. What do you think it takes to be as big as you are, especially with the mass amount of bands coming up into your same the same genre that you do?
It's all about commitment, man, and just like really believing in what you're doing. Like, you know, there's been times in this band where you just don't want to do it at all. You want to quit, and you're just like, I can't be asked for this anymore. But if you really believe that your band is doing a good thing as much as we do, and like believe in the music that you're writing, and you're always going to do it. And when any time, you can never be like a dick about the success that you get. Anytime anyone ever says to you like, oh, you know, your music's really great or whatever like that, you just be really thankful for it all the time instead of just acting like someone bigger than you are, you know. I think I think our fans understand that we really do actually care about them, you know, and that like, because they are this band. We don't have any massive record label behind us or like that. It's our fans, like, so. I think that's what it takes.
Yeah, I think like Yashin have also stuck to their guns as a band. Yeah, the sound progressed for the album, but we kept that foundation that was laid there when the boys done Miles Away But Getting Closer before me and Harry enjoyed the band. And you're going to see a lot of bands changing over the next couple of months into the next year, and dropping a lot of the things which make a band alternative in the first place. And when you start getting into that realm of indie bands and pop bands, and that's when you really start to lose yourself in it. Like, we do stick to our guns, and like that, I think people respect that. People in bands respect that as well.
When you first started out as a band, did you ever think you'd be as big as you are today?
When we first what, sorry?
When you first started out as a band?
Me and Harry started off in different bands. Like this wasn't our sort of first venture into music.
But in terms of when we first joined, did we think it was going to be this big? I don't know. I think we just hoped for.
Yeah, I had high expectations when I joined the band. I'd been to see them in Glasgow before when Michael Rice was a singer. And I knew they were so tight. Like, when we came and auditioned for the band, it wasn't just a case of singing along with a track. We actually went into the rehearsal room with the boys, and they were so tight and they were so loud, and they just had such a good sound. And I think they've kind of like put efforts, concentrated them in the right places, and spent a lot of time writing the album. And yeah, I mean, like, the success we've had is still in moderation compared to where we want to be. We've got aspirations at taking us a lot further. But yeah, I think so.
If you weren't working in music, what do you reckon you would be doing instead?
I have no doubt that Kev would definitely be doing something with cars.
Probably, yeah, like
something
some sort of mechanic or diagnostics for Honda.
I have no idea what I do. I might go